welcome back to Endangered Species Spotlight. This week we are talking about the Fen Raft Spider. This is the Fen Raft Spider. It is a type of semi-aquatic spider that is native to a bunch of areas in Europe, including the United Kingdom, France, and even all the way up into Russia. These guys are a decently large spider, however, they are pretty much entirely harmless to humans due to the fact that they live in areas not frequented often by humans and are very, very shy and skittish with very weak venom. Now, like I mentioned, they are semi-aquatic, meaning they live in or around water most of the time, and they get all of their food, which is largely aquatic insects, but even small vertebrates like tadpoles and small fish. Now, despite the fact that they have a very wide distribution across many European countries, they are considered to be vulnerable due to the fact that the habitat that they live in is always constantly diminishing, and the population is diminishing as well. The main threat to the Fen Raft spider is habitat loss and destruction. They live in wetlands such as fens and marshes, and those are some of the most at-risk biomes in the entire world. Wetland biomes are constantly being drained and destroyed to make way for farms and fields and towns and roads and everything, and that is very bad because wetlands are some of the most biodiverse biomes in the world, and they're some of the most important, working to produce a lot of oxygen as well as sink a lot of carbon dioxide. So, with the decrease of viable wetland areas for these spiders to live in, there's also a decrease in spider populations. Additionally, these wetlands are very few and far between, so the population is very fragmented, and individuals cannot travel from one area to another in order to mate with other spiders and increase their genetic diversity. I forgot to breathe. Now, there's still a whole lot of research that needs to be done regarding these spiders. We don't know even a population estimate due to the fact that they're very shy and are often seen in very out-of-the-way areas. However, there are some conservation efforts going on. In some places, they are protected. It is illegal to trap, export, or kill these spiders, as well as damage their native habitats. And in some places, specifically the United Kingdom, there is a reintroduction effort where captive-bred spiderlings were released and introduced into areas that they used to be seen quite commonly in. And apparently that went quite well. These spiders did breed in captivity and produce a bunch, like thousands of healthy spiderlings that were reintroduced with no problem into various wetlands, which is a good thing for both these spiders and the wetlands because an introduction of a predator into an area helps control the prey species, and it helps decrease the number of things like dragonflies and beetles and mosquitoes to ensure that the populations of the other insects and such don't get out of control, and even decreasing pest animals like mosquitoes. Now, despite the conservation and reintroduction efforts, these guys aren't very widely researched or known about, and are even at risk of becoming locally extinct in multiple countries in Europe.